Gogio is going to be looking for. He doesn't know it yet, but he's looking for O-Stone and Walking Ballista big time.
If we can see a quick O-Stone or a big Walking Ballista early, I think he's just going to be able to take over the game. But barring that, Zack could really just kill him on turn 3 and turn 4.
I just got a glimpse of Gogio's hand. I see a lot of mana. I don't think I see an actual Tron piece. I see a Ghost Quarter. I see an Eldrazi Temple. I see multiple Expedition maps.
A couple of Mind Stones.
Yeah,
is it Signet? No, that can't be. That's a Matter Reshaper. Oh, there's another Fist Bump.
Again. Yeah, he doesn't have a turn 1 Tron piece.
Nope. Which, in these Eldrazi variants is not as bad. They're not really as pressed to get Tron as the actual Tron, in quotes, deck.
It's not nearly as necessary, but it still hurts.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to see another Eldrazi Temple in just a pass. Zack here just playing a couple of mana and saying go. This is really not where he... Oh, no, maybe he's not saying go. Maybe that's just a hand gesture.
Gonna get in for 2?
Yep, and we're going to just read this card. He's probably, honestly, never seen this card before. It wouldn't surprise me.
A lot of people have never seen this card before.
Exactly. I don't even know what it is.
I believe that is Akom Battle Singer.
Okay, that's the one. I don't know the arts of the allies.
It's 1 in a red for a 1/1 with haste, and whenever it or another ally enters the battlefield in your control, it gives the entire team +1/+0.
Wow, it's a pretty big game.
Yeah, a lot of his starts are revolve around playing a different kind of Tron.
Yeah, Eldrazi Temple Tron.
Yeah, he naturally has 3 temples on turn 3.
Yep. So if he has something like what could he have for 6? Worldbreaker?
No, Worldbreaker's 7.
Is it 7?
He needs what's the one?
Not Worldbreaker, the 6 mana Endbringer.
Yeah, Endbringer is big game.
Worldbreaker's the green one.
If he has Endbringer here, I think Zack is actually pretty far out of it. That's what that is.
Yeah, that is an Endbringer promo, and that's what we were talking about. I thought it was a Mana Reshaper.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Promo Endbringer.
All right, yeah, that's really rough for Zack now.
Mm-hmm. That is a Blade Master?
Yeah.
Okay, so that gets a +1 counter, and he's just going to say go. That's really not where the Allies deck wants to be.
No.
This Endbringer's going to take over the game.
Yeah, he wanted to sequence these in a different order, and he wanted to not be getting hit with Endbringer on turn 3.
Yeah, I don't know if the sequencing is really going to punish him that much, considering that he's got a turn 3 Endbringer.
Yeah, it's just there's not a lot you could have done. Oh, and he's got Karn in his hand too.
Is that
Little Karn?
Yeah, Little Karn. Okay, we're gonna see an attack here for 5. Gonna get in there, take his beats,
untap, blow some stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe draw some cards. Or no, draw cards too, I believe.
2 colorless. Yeah, he can make something not attack if he wants, which I don't think he's gonna be doing much attacking.
No.
So maybe that thing pings for 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could just ping off the Akum Battle Singer then.
He can hold it back to block if no attacks happen, or if attacks happen, he can block first, and he'll just ping.
Oh, here's one way Zack can get back in this game, though. The Collected Company.
All right, we need some big hits.
Yeah, we're gonna need some really big hits. There's
a Battle Singer and a Shapeshifter. All right.
Yeah.
He's
got some play
get
here.
some real big damage through this turn, but I'm worried that it doesn't lead to anything in the future.
Well, here's the thing. With this deck, if he can put enough damage through this turn, he can clean it up in 2 turns if he has just 1 more ally with an ETB.
Yeah.
So we're going to see in response here, he's going to ping this guy for 1.
All the triggers happen, though. He would have had to have responded to the Collected Company to avoid the triggers on that Battle Singer.
Yeah, but doesn't the trigger go in the stack and he can just do it?
Yeah, he can respond to the triggers. Yeah. So it won't be buffed, but it means that there is an extra +2/+0 hanging around.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. But you can't really blame him for that. You kind of have to see what happens.
Yeah, you
don't know what's going on.
You have to either be aware and be in that mindset for it, or
who plays allies?
Yeah, who plays against allies to know what they're trying to fade?
Right, Akum Battle Singer. Come on.
He's at 5 now.
Yeah, took a big hit.
This went from cleanly Gogio's game
to...
to...
there's a Reality Smasher on defense.
Yeah. The defensive Reality Smasher, not exactly where it wants to be.
Karn.
Ooh, he can make a big artifact creature.
1, 2, 3, 4 for her.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got some big dudes in play now. So we got a game. He is at a low life total. It's really going to depend. Is that on what's in Zack's hand, which I think that is a Kabira Evangel, which it gives protection from color of your choice for all your allies, but that's not going to matter when all your creatures are colorless.
Jeez. The one time.
Gogio's getting in here, coming in for 5.
Yeah, untaps in every player's upkeep. Or
Vigilance.
Yeah.
Basically.
Who cares?
Yep.
Is that another Evangel? That's no good.
I mean, it does trigger an ETB for these other allies, but it doesn't really do much otherwise.
Oh. The way he was holding that, I couldn't tell if he was like, wait, I don't want to do that anymore. Or he was just trying to get him to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot and response.
He's going to kill it, yep. Now, they don't get protection, but it does make them bigger.
Yeah, that should be a 4/4 and a 5/5.
Yep, which at this point we'll just trade, right?
First strike.
Double block. Okay, so he is going to double block, and that's going to lead to this. Yeah.
Blademaster lives, right? Or no? Because he first strikes down the guy that's big enough to kill it.
Yeah. They're having a little discussion about it.
That looks like a little bit of a blowout.
Yeah, he wasn't aware that was how it was going to work. That's kind of bad for him. So we'll see. He's not out of this game yet. He is going to be able to make another 5. It'll be pumping his dorks to 5/5s now. But Zack does have another Kabira, which will just at least give him the ETBs and make his guys bigger. Like
finally draws a Tron piece.
A little late. Gogio's kind of sitting there shaking, figuring out, oh man, I need a good draw here.
Yeah, I think he could have been ahead in this game. But I think that's one of the reasons Zack is on a deck like this, is that you can make your opponent misplay because they're not sure what your deck is even trying to do.
Right. The surprise factor is very real with a deck like Allies and in the format of Modern in general.
Yeah, that's just like all over the entire format.
Mm-hmm. Anything can spike a room.
Yeah, I mean, that's like why people love Modern.
Right. So I think he's going to be drawing a card here.
Oh yeah, Eldrazi Temple taps for 2 for the ability.
Yep. Drew something here. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, a Thought Knot. That's pretty good. That's play. That plays.
Takes the other Evangel.
Yep.
Not guaranteed to get any triggers here.
Correct. And if he doesn't, Gogio's in this game.
Yeah, this game is like really close now.
Yeah, Gogio is gonna need a little help from the top of Zack's deck. I think he's gonna need to like. Ooh,
another Blademaster.
Yeah, that's big. Isn't that 2 counters now for everything? No, it's not. Doesn't double trigger.
No. Blademaster triggers to give itself counters.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
they're
I don't have a lot of experience with the allies. Yeah, there's just a lot of counters on things, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's now those 2 Blademasters, the Shapeshifter copying one and the original Blademaster, are so big that I don't think anything on the board can kill them.
No, I think he's just in chump block mode. Saint Rabbit in the chat, shalom, my friend.
Yeah, friends. You gonna tap it so it can't attack or block?
That sounds like the best use of that, honestly.
Yeah.
You can see Zack. Okay.
I'm ready.
Sounds good.
Not gonna attack then.
Draw a card.
Seagate Wreckage.
That him getting this card advantage is how he gets back in this game, because his deck is full of just big fatties, right?
Yeah.
So another Tron piece, and The suspense is killing me.
Show me what it is.
He's doing the correct play here. Current elevator going up. Is that a walking ballista?
It is, and the last Tron piece.
Ooh, okay. So next turn he's gonna be able to put natural Tron into play.
Might be like the most close decision I've ever seen to give someone a land.
Yeah, right. Next turn he's gonna be able to make Tron and then play a huge walking ballista if he wants.
Yeah.
Oh, he has Tron in his hand. And what's that other card?
Yeah, that's the card he had before. We're waiting to find out.
Ooh,
boy.
You can see Zack.
The big Blade Master is big enough to first strike that down, so the death touch doesn't matter. But that is still not very good for
No, because
Zack.
there's still 2 6/6s and a 4/4 and a 5/5.
Gogio's getting to the point where he can actually start to attack profitably now. Like, he's really close to being able to do it.
He's like 1 or 2 more turns.
Yeah.
Because he will, I think, just eventually get to a point where he's just bigger than Zack, right? It doesn't matter what Zack's doing.
What is he doing here now? Tapping for 1. He's going to use one of Endbringer's abilities? I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. He is. Make it so it can't attack or block.
Oh,
yeah, the one that can kill it. Yeah.
Yep.
Double block with first strikes.
So kill the big one. Got to work through them eventually.
Yeah.
I like that attack a lot, actually. Gogio's token for Zack's real card.
Yeah.
Very profitable.
Actually, did he lose any cards, or did those both first strike down the construct?
Oh, duh.
Never mind.
God, first strike's such a douchey mechanic.
Remember that my creature is a really big guy. Don't forget about it. What is Zack holding on to? Gosh, it clearly must not have been a very good card. No. Either that or he can Aether Violet in.
Alright, so we got Tron now. Let's see what we got. Yep, we're going to do what I thought he was going to do. Go down and make a really big walking ballista. I think that's how he's going to win this game. 7 mana. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
He can go up to 14 here. 14 lets him
make 7/7.
Shoot down the biggest Blade Master and still be alive. That's which crazy. Is like right where you want to be, I think.
Yep.
Decides not to. We're going to leave it at 6/6.
What else does he have in his hand? What's he trying? Oh, you know what? He's leaving up 2 mana for the Endbringer.
Yeah.
Totally respectable.
Going to make it so things can't attack or block.
You know what? We're in a holding pattern here that really favors Gogio. He has the active Planeswalker. He has the much more inevitable late game. You can see he's just going to draw a card here. And I really like this line by Gogio because he knows he's at a low life total, but he's not under any pressure of dying.
Yeah.
So just taking it slow. Next turn, he can dump a bunch of mana into this walking ballista if he wants to.
And then the game is like really out of Zack's hands.
Right. You can see he's going to make the big one not be able to attack or block, which really just gives him no good attacks. You can see Zack here, though, kind of pushed into a desperation attack.
Yeah, that's a 5/5.
Maybe he's holding a Collected Company, though. You never know.
He could be holding Collected Company. He now has 1 card in hand with an Aether Vial.
Mm-hmm.
So it could also be something for him to vial in.
No audio?
Definitely audio.
Oh, I see what he did. Okay. So he sacrifices Ally Encampment to bounce his Evangel back to hand, and then uses Aether Vial to put it in.
Okay, so he did eat this Worm Coil engine here. I can hear audio fine.
Okay, cool.
Is that just like a troll?
I hope not.
Oh, okay. So I
more
still
Tron
do.
pieces.
Yeah, that's just really bad for Zack. That just only reason being that Walking Ballista is just going to get out of control here. Another Tron piece and a Matter Reshaper. Yeah, you can have a Tron piece, buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
No.
He had an interesting card in hand, Gogio did. I don't remember the name of it. It searches for another Eldrazi that costs more than it, I believe. Do you know?
It's like
It's from BFZ. I know.
Is
I
it
know
like
that.
Despoiler of Ruin? No.
It looks very similar to that one.
Conduit of Ruin?
Might have been. He'll pick up his hand before the end of this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you can see Gogio here is just going to put 4 more counters on this Walking Ballista. That, I think, is going to be the nail in the coffin on this game.
Oh, yeah.
At any point he wants to, he's just going to be able to eat the biggest one, and then next turn he'll put more counters on it and start just machine gunning these guys down.
Yeah, this game is, like, very out of Zack's reach now.
Yeah, Zack's going to soldier on, I think. You know, there is a world where he draws, like...
Collected company.
Right, and, you know, gets a series of, I don't know, even what that gets him out of this,
Yeah, I don't
honestly.
know which allies can even do it.
What 4 allies this turn he could put into play, you know? This board from Gogio is just so oppressive. I'm sorry to hear that, Twitch chat.
I'm not sure what could be happening here. I wonder if Twitch is having some sort of issues today.
Sorry, y'all. Can everybody, and anybody else who's in the chat, if you can hear me, just give me like a, hey, I can hear you or something, or just like a hi, just so I know that.
Put something in the chat
just
for
let us know
please.
you can hear me talking. Just for my sanity, so I know I'm not just like talking to Jacob and no one else. Thank you, Minecraft. What's going on in this game? 800 more counters on a Walking Ballista, I'm sure.
I'm fairly certain Zack was hit for 5 last turn by the Endbringer.
Ooh, all is dust. That's going to seal the
Yeah.
deal there. Zack's just going to say, okay. Alright, out of the board here from Gogio. 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Relic of Progenitus, 1 All is Dust. Sorcerer's Spyglass, a Torpor Orb, 2 Ratchet Bombs, 2 Surgical Extraction, 2 Graft Digger's Cages, and 2 Chalices of the Void.
I don't know if he has enough cards he wants to be taking out. Chalice of the Void is a card that could be, or Graft Digger's Cage, my bad, could be very good for him. Being able to stop Collected Company, which is probably the single most powerful card in Zack's deck.
I knew it was Conduit of Ruin.
Yes, that was. I'm surprised that's in his deck, but it's a good card.
I see one that I really want.
Yeah, I see All is Dust and Torpor Orb.
I see Torpor Orb.
Oh yeah, all the allies care. That's all the allies want.
One of my least favorite cards in the history of Magic is Torpor Orb because I love decks that are like all about ETBs, and I have been dicked so many times by Torpor Orb, my man.
I think Zack's gonna get dicked by Torpor Orb.
Oh, I hope he plays it on 2, and we just see Zack like cry a little. So out of Zack here, we got 3 Rest in Pieces, 2 Stony Silence, 2 Damping Sphere, pardon me, 1 Blessed Alliance, 1 Kataki's War Wage, 1 Heroic Intervention, 1 Halimar Excavator, 1 Disenchant, 2 Ondu Clerics, and 1 Settle the Wreckage.
I think we're gonna see Settle the Wreckage, likely Blessed Alliance. The Damping Spheres are obvious includes. I could see Heroic Intervention. There are some cards here that are like very maybe.
So the cards I personally want for this matchup are Blessed Alliance, probably Disenchant, and maybe Settle the Wreckage. You know, I don't know if you want Damping Sphere for this version of Tron, because like I was talking about earlier, they're not really all in on the Tron. It does turn off their Eldrazi Temple too, so there is a world where you do want it. My argument against it is Zack, like a lot of these decks that have all these different sideboard cards, he's a very linear strategy, so he can't really afford to board too many cards in, or he's just going to dilute his deck pretty hard. So I think there is an argument for like Stony Silence, and there is an argument for Damping Sphere, and there's even an argument for Kataki, you know what I mean? But having said that, you can't afford to bring all that in, so it's really just what Zack thinks he needs to bring for the matchup.
Yeah, I can't say for a fact what the most important cards in this matchup are to him to bring in.
Personally, the most important cards to me are definitely Blessed Alliance and Disenchant. Those are the two I 100% want. After that, I want Settle the Wreckage and maybe like one copy of Stony Silence.
Yeah. The cards that don't come in are actually just easier to peg down.
Yeah.
Like Rest in Peace, absolutely not making it. Halimar Excavator, that's the one that mills. Absolutely not. Ondu Cleric, extremely unlikely.
Yeah. Same thing with Heroic Intervention. I don't think there's anything you're trying to like protect from.
Yeah, it's like All Is Dust, but like really not.
It doesn't get around All Is Dust though, because All Is Dust makes you sacrifice.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Never mind. Yeah, there's not a card that he cares about then.
So it seems like we're all shuffled up here. Let's get some keeps on 7. And let's see if Zack can get a little bit of a better start than he had last game. I want to see a play on 1, a play on 2, a play on 3 really go in.
Yeah. That's what he needs most here.
I still think he is... Oh, no, that's bad. Just saying go. Turn 1 Expedition map, and that is off a Tron piece here. So, we're probably just going to assemble Tron on 3.
Yeah. And
chimp out.
Yeah, then the game is just fairly brain dead. Like, I know exactly what's happening now.
Oh, I just, I will make no bones about it. Tron is by far in Magic the most linear, the simplest strategy to execute.
Yeah, you play it, you picked the deck. One of the biggest reasons to play the deck, I think, is because it allows you to... Oh, wow, Stony Silence. All right.
Yep, like I said, there's an argument to be bringing 1 or 2 copies in. Maybe he brought both. It does hurt, George Gogio quite a bit. Yeah, he's got an interesting name. Sorry, my friend, Cage. I don't mean to keep butchering it. Grafdigger's Cage, you did say I'd talk about that. It is very good against the collected companies, so... A little bit of hate coming out here on 2 from both of the players. Can't really expect much more from the modern format.
All right, we got a Blade Master.
Yep. Dismember.
Oh, jeez. Going back and forth this game.
This is Gogio. They're very favored for Gogio, by the way. And you can see, I think, is that another Tron piece that he played on 2?
It is.
There's just too many arts for me to remember all of them.
Missing his 3rd one. Almost missing his land drop entirely.
Yep. You know what? That Stony Silence is pretty bad. His real name is Giovanni. Okay. I'll start calling him Giovanni then. Alright, we're just going to see a Walking Ballista here from 1 for Giovanni, which really is not what he wants to be doing on 3. Going to Ghost Quarter this Cavern of Souls.
I'm imagining this is like in draw step or something, because he already drew the card, but definitely not in the main phase.
Oh, no, definitely not. So let's see what Zack can put together here on turn 3.
Really didn't want to draw the 2nd Stony Silence.
Oh, is that what he drew?
Yeah.
Which one's that? I can't.
Fire Mantle Mage. This one gives all of your guys Menace when an ally enters.
Oh yeah, the Gray Ogre.
Yep. That's what it's going to be for most of this match.
Oh, I know. Menace is about the most useless ability in Magic, in my opinion.
It comes up, but frequently, it's just like, why does this mechanic exist?
Exactly.
Is it unblockable?
No.
Is it blockable? Also, no, most of the time. So, like, why is it not just one or the other?
Right, take your poor man's unblockable away from me. How many rounds tonight? 6. There was supposed to be 7. Okay. One more time really quick, guys, just for the guys who are tuning in late. We actually had 68 players tonight. We were supposed to do 7 rounds, but we decided to cap it at 6 because 7's just obnoxious. So, Zack here is really starting to deploy a force. We're kind of got off topic here, but he's got a bunch of dudes in play. A lot of dudes that I don't know what they do.
He has 2 Battle Singers, which means he just gave the entire team +4/+0 that turn.
Yep, and he's going to scoop him up. That was the Stony Silence. Won in that game, hands down.
Oh, yeah. If he had been able to activate Walking Ballista and shoot down either of those, before it got out of hand.
Right, if he had Tron on 3, which he would have off the Expedition map, he could have played a big Walking Ballista and just kept his board under control for the rest of the game.
None of those things could have happened in the world where he plays Stony Silence on 2, though, which is... That's why you're bringing it in.
Yep, that's why you play it. I hate Tron.
I think a lot of people do.
You know what? It is a deck that gets a lot of unfair hate, though, I think.
Yeah.
It's not as powerful and degenerate as it used to be. It's more of just like a chimp out deck, like I've been saying. From both players, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
And pretty much an incalculable amount of damage if we don't want to sit there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. On the subject of Tron hate, I kind of got cut off by the game earlier when I was trying to mention this. I think the reason to play Tron is because it allows you to have the most amount of games where you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And then you can save your thoughts for the close games, so you actually have all the brain power.
Well, the other thing, too, is, like, it doesn't matter what hate you bring for Tron, it's eventually going to do what it wants to do if you don't kill them. Like, yeah, Zack had a Stony Silence on 2, but if he gives Gogio a couple more turns where he's not just playing, like, 2 or 3 creatures, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Gogio is going to just be back in that game doing what he wants to do, because it is a ramp deck at the end of the day, and a very resilient one. So
yeah. You don't intend to play 7 lands and then cast Karn Liberated, but you can.
Right.
It's not hard.
Quite frequently what the deck will do, too, through hate.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that's the biggest reason why people hate Tron is it's like it's impossible to hate it out. You know what I mean? Like, you can hate out Storm. You can hate out Infect. You can hate out KCI.
Yeah.
You can't hate out Tron.
You just have to sit there and take it.
Right, you can hate out Scapeshift. All those decks.
Oh, yeah.
Ad nauseum, all the combo decks. This is really the one combo deck, you know, in quotes, in the format that it will fight through it no matter how long it takes.
There are fair decks you can hate out in this format, too.
Right.
And Tron is still ever present.
I love Storm, too, but it is possible to just... No.
Yep. I play Ponza, and you can just cast Trinisphere on turn 2.
Yeah.
And that's just game over.
Game over. Hate for Tron is most of a speed bump. Exactly, Mr. Bravado. That's really the best way to put it. It's a slowdown. It's not hate. It's more of like, give me 2 turns, please, sir.
Yeah. I just need these 2 turns to kill you. If I don't kill you, then you can keep doing your thing.
So we're going to see a mulligan here to 6 for Giovanni. God, these names are killing me. Yeah, I had that happen a lot, I bet. So we're going to keep... That's a Torpor Orb. Oh, my man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's looking very rough for Zack.
Yep. Better have some hate, buddy. I hate bears. Enjoy your 1/1s for 2.
Zack just pausing for a second.
Realizing that the end is probably nigh. I shouldn't, really happy. I'm a big fanboy of the card Torpor Orb. I know I was talking a lot of shit about it earlier. The card's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's anti-fun, actually.
But sometimes,
Anti-fun is fun.
Yeah. Like I said, I play Ponza.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes anti-fun is very fun.
Ally Encampment Tron. Show you who can assemble 3 copies of a card.
Jeez, Fire Mantle Mage. Not going to give anything menace. Not that matters at all. But
Thy Jake, you can do that, but I'm saying, like, they're eventually just going to get enough lands and play their spells.
Yeah.
You can take away one of their Tron pieces, but eventually they're going to have 6 mana or 7 mana if you don't kill them quick enough. That's the point I was making. Whereas, like, a Trinisphere of Storm's never beating it if they don't remove it. That was kind of my point.
Jeez, all the hate pieces here for Gogio.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, no.
You need a clock. That's what I'm saying.
No one hate piece is going to end the game against Tron.
You can't. It's just they'll eventually play a Worm Coil against you.
Yeah.
Or Karn.
Ugin. They just have it all.
See, this board would be really fucking scary from Zack.
If not for Torpor Orb.
Torpor Orb. I just happened to look over there and say, oh, Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
Does Jwari Shapeshifter have power and toughness?
I believe it enters it as a copy. It's not like a target.
Sure.
Yeah.
Torpor Orb not going to affect that one.
Trade?
Yes. Grey Ogre, not good enough. Oh, geez, he has a 0-1 in play now, too.
Man, this is just all kinds of bad. And that Ratchet Bomb going up.
It's going to blow up almost the entire board in a second.
You just don't want to be on Zack's side of the table here. With 2 lands in hand also, ugh. Brutality.
What card is he playing here?
Thought Not Seer, and he's going to look at his hand and see 2 lands.
Nope.
That's not a Thought, that's an Endbringer. I thought that was a Thought Knot.
He has
all
a Thought Knot.
All these Eldrazi look so similar. Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it was that.
Yeah. Zack going to sit here. Sad, not going to play his 2-mana 1/1 into... refuses to play his 2-mana 1/1 into a Ratchet Bomb. Now Grafdigger's Cage.
Just so much hate.
Oh. He had to blow up his own Torpor Orb to kill the board with a Ratchet Bomb there, though.
Gogio's totally fine with that, though.
Yeah.
He's going to know here in a second, too, that Zack's just on a couple of lands and, like, nothing. Yeah, now he's just on a couple of lands. Oh, man,
nope.
It doesn't work like that?
No, it only cares about libraries and graveyards.
Okay. I was going to say, did we just see the blowout of the century?
Take a look at this thing. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Thought he was going to get him real cheeky leg, too.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell he's like, look at it, buddy.
No, you cannot do that.
Yeah, hate cards. Block, sack, and ally encampment. So Zack is going to be able to grind here a little bit.
He might be able to pull himself back into this a little bit. Second Battle Singer is not the card to do it, though.
No, there is really no way he's going to battle back into this, I think.
No, I think he'll put up a fight.
He'll put up a fight, but this Endbringer is just going to end the game.
Yeah.
It will bring the end. Again, I think we're at the point like we were at in Game 1 where this is just a formality.
Yeah.
And the life totals are 20 and 20, but Eldrazi Tron is just where it needs to be. You know? He knew he doesn't need that Torpor Orb anymore.
You play this out because you're supposed to, not because you have a shot.
Right, you're on camera, you don't just scoop it up. Well, while we're waiting it out here, what are you doing for New Year's?
Working.
Working? Fun. I have all Monday and Tuesday. I was going to say weekend, but the weekend's over, yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 days off. How about that? I have New Year's
That's
Eve
sweet.
and New Year's Day off. Yeah, it is sweet.
The McDonald's I work at closes early, so I get to actually do something for once.
You going to go out and party?
Kind of. Okay. I party a little different than most people.
How do you party? Sounds a bit suspicious when you say it.
No. I don't drink or anything, so my parties are a lot less boring, or a lot more boring, I guess.
Okay. Get that guy from Master Flash out of my chat. Don't you ever talk shit about my puns, sir.
Instant ban.
Ever.
Instant
10,000 year ban.
Can we time this guy out? AJ, are you going to time this guy out?
Yeah, get him out of my chat. AJ's got your side, Frump. You're lucky. Talking about my puns. The disrespect.
I can't believe this guy.
I can't.
No. Is he just trying to get... What is that? Which one is that? How to Freeblade? He's just trying to get it so big that it can fight, and I don't think it's going to get there.
No, there's a Conduit of Ruin in play now. I am the chat now.
Does he have a Disenchant in hand? I think Zack just drew a white card, and I don't know which one it is. Disenchant is so bad.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
He has an Ulamog in hand. I mean, he doesn't have Tron, so he can't really play it, but... Triggered. Playing something.
I don't know what.
Mind Stone. Ugh.
Yeah.
Hashtag triggered. Hashtag ooh.
This is rough.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, this is big oof.
Yeah, oof level 100, my friends. Yeah, that is a disenchant, I think.
Yeah.
And another Battle Singer. And you can see Zack just staring at his allies. Just defeated.
What do these do? How do these help? It was supposed to help.
Ooh. Zack really just pondering his existence here.
I just don't see anything here for him.
I don't think there is a string of draws in his deck if he had like 3 more turns in a row.
Yeah.
That's going to draw him out of this situation, to be honest.
If it were to happen, I think it starts with Disenchant. Hitting that Grafdigger's Cage.
And then Collected Company.
Yeah, it's like
times.
just like running Collected Companies.
Yeah. Vials in the Coon Battle Singer, making things a bit bigger. Can block 2 creatures now.
Yeah.
Alright, he's just going to scoop him up.
Alright, let me think about this. How does this work?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good game.
Well, that kind of went exactly how we thought it would.
Yeah, it seemed like Zack could have had a draw that won.